Vice President of the Gambia National Olympic Committee, Mr. Bakari Jammeh, who also doubles as the Chairperson of the Commonwealth Sports. Also, we have the Secretary General of the Olympic Committee, Mr. Yoranjai. In our midst, we have the Executive Director of the Gambia National Olympic Committee, Mr. Mohamed Jane. Also on the high table, the Technical Director of the Gambia National Olympic Committee, Mary Decker, and then the Technical Assistant, Abubakar Zaidi Jallo. Also, we have the Treasurer of the NOC, Mr. Bamari Sise, who just arrived, also, and all the head of national sporting federations and associations here present, the President of Badminton, Mr. Abdullah Sise, and then the second Vice President of Handball, and all other national federations that are here, members of the media, thank you, and then of course the Director of Olymp Africa, Sene Jaja. Thank you for coming. This is going to be a very short briefing. We will, on the agenda we have the overview of the program. Then we will also have the unveiling of the baton. The baton is already here, so we are going to unveil the baton. Then we'll have the program guide from the 13th to the 18th of October. Then we'll have the question and answer. All these proceedings will be given by the Chairperson of the Commonwealth Sports. Also, I will recognize the presence of the President of Sports Journalists Association of the Gambia, Mr. Jaji. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. My colleague, the Secretary General of the National Olympic Committee, but you allow me today to use Commonwealth Sports Association, the Gambia Commonwealth Sports Association. My colleague, the Treasurer of the Gambia Commonwealth Sports Association, other board members and management, the Executive Director, Technical Director, and all staff of the GNOC here present, President, Secretary Generals, and members of the National Sports Federations and Associations here present, the Athletes Commission representative and athletes, President, Gambia Sports Journalists Association, Omar, and members of the media, our other invited guests, and all protocols respectfully observed. As the Master of Ceremony, our media officer, Mr. Saidi can have said, my name is Bakari K. Jammeh. I am the second Vice President of the Gambia National Olympic Committee and the Gambia Commonwealth Sports Association, and also Chairman of the King's Baton's race. Before I start, I would like to thank you all very much on behalf of the President of the GNOC, the board and management for accepting our invitation to be with us today on this very important occasion, because next week we have a very unique set of activities that's going to happen in our country. It's been happening in other countries, other Commonwealth countries as well. Special thanks to you, Omar, and your people for coming, because our objective is to ensure that these sets of events touch everybody throughout the length and breadth of the Gambia and felt everywhere else in all Commonwealth countries and territories. As you know, maybe already, we are beginning of the King's Baton relay in our country on Monday. The King's Baton relay, formerly known as the Queen's Baton, because Her Majesty the Queen has been here as long as we can all remember, is a symbolic and unifying event organized by the Commonwealth Sports. They were known formerly as the Commonwealth Games Association, but somewhere a few months ago it's been rebranded in the lead up to the Commonwealth Games. The purpose of the King's Baton relay One is to promote unity across the Commonwealth. The Baton travels through all Commonwealth nations and territories, symbolizing a shared value, friendship, and connection among the 74 member countries, states, and territories. Two, to celebrate diversity and culture. Each stop of the relay highlights the unique culture, tradition, and heritage of the host nation or territory, promoting mutual understanding and respect among Commonwealth people. Number three is to spread the spirit of the Commonwealth Games. The Baton serves as a prelude to the Games, generating excitement, awareness, and engagement ahead of the main sporting event. And next summer, it's going to be in the city of Glasgow in Scotland. Number four, to carry a message from the monarch. The Baton contains a special personal message from the head of the Commonwealth, currently King Charles III, which is read aloud at the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games. The message symbolizes goodwill, peace, and encouragement to all athletes and citizens of the Commonwealth. Number five, it encourages sports development and youth engagement. The relay often includes community activities and school visits, inspiring young people to embrace sportsmanship, teamwork, and healthy living. Finally, to promote peace, sustainability, and equality. The event aligns with the Commonwealth's core values: human rights, sustainability, inclusivity, and equality, often incorporating environmental and social initiatives along the way. This year, on Saturday, I expect to see all of you at the beach cleaning exercise, which I will talk about later on. In summary, the King's Baton race is more than a sporting event. It's a journey of connection, culture, and unity that brings the entire Commonwealth together in anticipation of the Games. For us in the Gambia, we are once again honored and pleased to once again welcome the Baton into the smiling coast of Africa for a week-long celebration of spreading the spirit of Commonwealth and the Commonwealth Games. Therefore, on behalf of the board and management of the Gambia Commonwealth Sports Association, also the GNOC, I have the honor to introduce you and explain the country's Glasgow 2026 Baton. This year, there's a little change, but it's a very symbolic change, because in the past there was one Baton that was going around throughout the Commonwealth countries and territories. But for Glasgow 2026, the Commonwealth Games had decided to give every country your own Baton, which was blank. So it falls on the country to actually design the Baton to reflect its own reality. The board and management have designed our own Baton, which inshallah will travel back to the Games next summer and come back to rest in this building for the entire country and for eternity. Zaidi? Yes. Can I have the little secret? Which is the Baton? And first, it came blank, and it was designed by the Commonwealth Sports Association, us, and actually the concept was materialized by the studio, Lamin Marina, and they painted it. It was actually hand-painted. The Gambia flag at the top, our national colors, our flag, is a dominant factor. But on the first part, as a country, the smiling coast of Africa, as we know, our people is our most important asset. Certainly it's true for every country, but it's very unique in our country. Regardless of whatever, our people are unique. That's why some of us who have experience in tourism know that the revisitation level in Gambia is very high. Anybody who comes back, comes here once, wants to come out. So the first part, we want to show to the world the friendliness of our people. The games, the second part, the Commonwealth Games is extraordinary. It's a unique sporting event, sporting, cultural, very, very inclusive. So we are showing extraordinary Gambia. Gambia is unique in its position. Despite our smallness in size, we are a global player. It's Allah that has given us. We are very centrally positioned, and it's a country that is also unique in its flora and fauna. But more importantly, our river, which is why our country came into being. We try to show the River Gambia and its marine resources, and the crocodile pool in Bakau, Kachikali.
On Monday, the baton will move to the Ministry of Youth and Sports to be handed over to the minister himself. Now come to Wednesday. On Wednesday, there would be, we unveiled today, and the proper launch will be on Wednesday, where we expect dignitaries to attend. I think he had already given us a brief on who comes in and how it goes. When the president gets into the stadium, or his representative into the MacArthur Square with the baton, before the formal ceremony, there would be a short run around the space we would be occupying. The the president would hand over to the Commonwealth, the British High Commissioner, who represents also the Commonwealth in the country. And then she will run for a short distance, and then would now hand over to the Minister of Youth and Sports, who will also hand over to the former CGA president, Africa president. And then the ceremony would begin. Then the speeches will hear this from the speakers. Soon after that, then the actual run begins. The mayoress of Banjul would move with the baton a short distance, and then the hand over to the commission, the athletes commission. Okay? And then from there, we run through Banjul at perhaps 20 to 25 meters per person. We have school children that would be there, representing 10 schools in Banjul. They will also be part of the ceremony. And then baton runners are identified. Only one person per school will run with the baton, and there are tags that have been done to identify the runners. So we'll run through Banjul and in a relay form, and then have a small stop at the Banjul City Council for perhaps 10 to 15 minutes, and then the run will continue with both runners that would be identified and the school children up to the junction of the General Assembly. And then the baton will now be transported by vehicles escorted by the cyclists from the Gambia Cycling Association to the bridge, where the handing over would take place between the Banjul City, the mayor of Banjul, and the mayoress of Banjul and the mayor of KMC. Then everybody will drive down to Sting Corner, going down towards the old Joshua Mosque. That's where the run will begin again. Now in the combos, we will have schools flanking the road, but we're not getting all the schools out. We're having representatives. So as we are going, the schools will be alerted for the kids to come out. And then we'll continue down that road to KMC, and we'll make a short stop also. And from there, we proceed through the Westfield Junction, go straight down to the Caraba Police Station, where we will really stop for a longer break to refresh ourselves. And then we now proceed through Caraba Avenue, Fajara Junction, Fajara Hotel Beach Junction, and then turn down to the head for the British High Commissioner's office/residence. Then the Baton rests and the reception the following day. Then on Saturday morning, we go down to the British High Commission to receive the baton from her formally, and then proceed down Bakau Beach, and the cleanup and plastic collection exercise would begin. We go down the beach right to Senegambia. And when that is done, we would now come back to the NOC here, to the CGA office, so that the final rituals can be done and the baton will take its rest till next year, 2026, in Glasgow. Thank you.
How we're going to move on Monday and particularly on Wednesday to McCarthy Square, and also on the beach cleaning day, because really it is our wish to have a very memorable week next week. We will actually facilitate the movement of journalists. Thank God, Omar, you are here, and I'm sure you can work that out with Omar, and we will try to help to facilitate the movement of journalists to all the events. Thank you.